Are you still believing that India will never pass China, judging on the current situation?
Yeah, this is very interesting. I couple of times a year I'm in China, and I often have this discussion with people when I'm traveling in China. When I tell them that India will never surpass China, in fact, Zafir, the reality is that you should never be comparing China with India. These are two different planets. When I go to China from India, I have to remind myself that I'm not in a first world country. That is how different China is from India today. And the difference between China and India continues to grow. Chinese economy on per capita basis is 550% that of Indian GDP per capita. In 1970s and 1980s, China was behind India in GDP per capita basis. What you see is differential between Chinese GDP per capita and Indian GDP per capita continuing to increase. And what you also see is that inequality is continuing to increase in India. And that's not what I see in China, because the lower class in China is becoming increasingly rich with time. And moreover, India is falling apart. Indian economy has been stagnant for almost 5 to 10 years now. If you look at the median income per capita.
Okay, some would argue that for a country to be a powerhouse, the fundamental two parameters will be a huge land and very much population. So judging on India as being the biggest populated country in the world, how do you view that kind of statement?
That statement makes absolutely no difference to anyone, really. Look at Hong Kong or Singapore. They are dots on the map of the planet, but they are visible to everyone. Everyone knows what these countries stand for. So it does not matter how big, how many people you have. What matters is what is the productivity of those people and how much do they contribute to human welfare. Now, Indian manufacturing is about 2 to 3% of the world's manufacturing. Trade is about 2 to 3% of the world's trade. So it is an insignificant trade and manufacturing of the world. The world does not care. So let me ask you a simple question. What is in your surrounding that has been made in India? Do you have a response to that? Probably nothing. There might be a couple of things from Bangladesh, but there's nothing made in India. Let me tell you, just about everything you see around me, despite that I'm not in China, has been made in China. That is the difference between the two
Wow.
countries. Now, Zafar, I'm an Indian guy. I grew up in that country. I want India to do well. But the facts are facts and the truth is truth. So I have to speak what the truth is.